Continuing our discussion of integration by parts, we have something to integrate, x e to the x dx. Now this probably won't work by substitution, as you can see, because there's nothing up here that x isn't the derivative of x, a constant would be. So this is why we're going to probably think we have to do integration by parts. We have two things multiplied together, and we obviously don't have a product rule for integration. So let's try, and remembering our rule for integration by parts, the integral of u v prime equals uv minus integral of v u prime. So we're going to pick u and v prime, and then we'll find the other pieces and apply this right side of the formula. So we've got u and v prime that we're going to choose. And v prime has to be something we can integrate, obviously, since we're going to need v. And u is something we can take the derivative of anything, so that's not a problem, but we want it to get simpler. So looking at this problem, if I take the derivative of e to the x, it'd be e to the x, which is the same. It's not neither better nor worse. But if I take the derivative of x, it gets simpler. So I'm going to try x as my u choice first, and obviously v prime is going to be e to the x dx, the rest of the problem. You have to substitute out everything. Okay, so with that choice, we'll find u prime and v. U prime is 1 dx. And v would be, well, we integrate e to the x. And of course, we simply get e to the x. So we've got all four pieces. The integral of uv prime that we have, and now we can substitute in and see if we've got a problem we like better. U times v, x times e to the x, minus the integral of v u prime, e to the x times 1 dx, or just dx for simplicity. And of course, we know the integral of e to the x is simply e to the x. So our solution, x e to the x minus e to the x. At the last stage, we'll actually add in a constant. We don't bother with it here, and we're doing the integration by parts formula, but we do need to put it in here. So we have our answer, and we can check this answer. If you took the derivative of this answer, so this is my antiderivative, capital F of x, for this integral of little f of x. So this derivative must equal that. And what is the derivative of this thing? Well, the derivative of a constant, of course, would be 0. So we'll take f prime's derivative, the derivative of f. And let's see, the constant is 0. That's easy. Well, let's start over here. This is a product. So I'm going to get the derivative of the first. Derivative of x is 1 times e to the x, plus x times the derivative of e to the x, x e to the x. And derivative of e to the x is e to the x, so minus e to the x, plus 0. So the product rule for this, and e to the x is on derivative, 1 e to the x minus 1 e to the x cancel, x e to the x, which is precisely what we had. So we've sort of checked our answer by reversing the process, taking our antiderivative's derivative.